Good morning, Flosstube. I'm Christy, and this is my channel, Javagirlstitches, and this is Flosstube number 54. So welcome back. Thank you guys so much for all the sweet comments that you have left me. All the anniversary wishes. We had a great time, and I just wanted you to know how much I appreciate everybody for sticking with me. Old subscribers, new subscribers. Thank you for all the support and just being so kind to me this whole entire journey. I appreciate you guys all so much. Okay, really quick, what has been going on? Well, thank you guys for all the well wishes last time. But we did, after I did the video, Chase came home really super sick, and he thought he had heat stroke. But it was only like 100 degrees out. So I was like, I kind of thought he did, but then I'm like, I don't know. So I did end up taking him to the ER because he was so dehydrated and couldn't keep anything down. And even though he's 19, I'm still an overprotective mom. And I took him because I wanted him to get an IV and, make sure he was okay. It turns out he had COVID. So, and then the next day I had COVID and my husband had COVID, and then John ended up with it last. Thankfully, my dad did not get it at all. So we are so grateful for that. So that took us out for a good week. But thankfully we were all healed up and COVID free to go out of town for our anniversary. And we had a wonderful time. We went to St. George, Utah. Dave and I kind of went sightseeing, even though we've seen a lot of stuff. We went to some parks because everything is so green and pretty up there. So we went to some parks with some streams and water, which is my favorite. We did go do a little shopping. And then I got to meet up with Lindsay and Emily from Primrose. And they took me to antique stores, which was so much fun because we don't have any here in Vegas, not that I'm aware of. So that was really fun to go in there, and I love old stuff. And it was just, there was the one store was just like ceiling this like everywhere, just full of stuff. So I did get a couple things there. They took me to like home decor stores. I mean, who knew Ace Hardware had decor? So that was the first place that Dave and I went, and I was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So we did a lot of that. And then on Sunday, Katie and their mom came back into town, and so we all got together at Lindsay's house and we barbecued and just enjoyed each other's company. Their families are amazing and so welcoming, and we had great food. And it was just such a good time. And then, of course, Harmons, which is a grocery store there, they have decor too. I'm like, okay, I totally need to move to Utah. So we went really quick that night and went to Harmons and got a couple things too. So yeah, it was so much fun. One of the best weekends we've had in a really long time. And my hubby had a great time too. So it was good. And then blessing was John graduated high school. Yay. We are so proud of him. He wasn't sure if he was going to walk or not. It was like last minute. He was like, I don't want to sit there for that long. And I'm like, if you don't want to go, we don't have to go. But he finally decided, he's like, I want to go. And I was like, okay. So we all got dressed and got ready. And I'm so glad he went because my other two did not walk. My other two boys did not walk. So I've never got to see any of my kids, actually graduate. And yes, I did cry. The music started and they were just walking in, and I'm like trying to hold it together. And I'm like, don't cry, don't cry. And then I look over at Dave and he looks at me and I'm like, I'm trying not to cry. And he's like, oh honey, go ahead. I'm already tearing up. So we were just so proud of him, and I posted on my Instagram pictures of him, and the smile on his face is just priceless. And so I am so glad that we got to do that, and he walked. And he got to see all of his friends and be there, and it was wonderful. So we are so proud of him. And then we got back, and I was doing finishes like a mad woman to try to get all my patriotic stitching finish. So I do have quite a few finishes to share with you today. So let's just jump right in to what I've been working on. Okay, so for finishes, I'm gonna show the first one, and I did 4 different stitches from Red, White, and Blue by Brenda Gervais. Oops. And here's the little girl. And so this piece, it's the USA sign, it comes from Walmart. And I will put the number in the show notes, but it's just in their wood section in the crafts. So what I did was with this is I just left it just the way it was. The fabric and the rickrack I did get from Primrose Cottage. So this fabric I believe was in their Patriotic bundle, and the rickrack comes in the regular rickrack packs. And it was the perfect dark red, and I had just enough to do all 4. So it's mounted on here, and then I have the bows, a covered button, and then I just took little stars that I had and I painted them to match, and I glued them on there. Let's see if I can get, there you go. So this was a super fun one, and I love her. She's just adorable. So this is my first one, and you'll notice with all 4 of these, I used all the same fabric, all the same ribbon, because I wanted all of them to coordinate together. So I can either stick them in that big tiered tray, or put them on a display, maybe on my cocoa bar, coffee bar, whatever it is. Okay, my next one, also by her, was I did this one. And this was a star that came from the Target dollar spot. And so what it was, I think it was just natural wood color. So I spray painted it white, and then I sanded it, and I put a little stain on it to make it a little rustic, because all of these are kind of rustic to me. So again, the same fabric and the same rickrack. And then on top we have the bows, and I stitched, for the covered button, I stitched a little flag, the same little flag. I didn't put the little, the pole, I just stitched the flag, and this is on the smaller covered button so that it would match. And so I am happy with how this one turned out. That was a fun one. Okay. And if anyone, the ribbons, this ribbon right here, Hobby Lobby. I bought lots of that, and it's in stock all the time. So you can get that. The other ribbon I think is Christmas. Might be Christmas ribbon that I got that I just pulled out. I was looking for reds everywhere that matched everything. Okay, my next one is the Red, White, and Bloom also. So I finished this one the exact same way. This was a board. Oh, this was from Hobby Lobby. I don't know if they had them this year. It does have words in here that's like in gold, but I did cover those up. And I believe I got this last year, and I just haven't had anything that I thought would work for it, but this one did. So again, same fabric, same rickrack, and then on top, again, the same bows. It's on this one though, I did put little, they're pins, and there was also a blue one, but the red and the white one matched. And I just kind of stuck it into the bow, so they're kind of hanging out. I know it's kind of hard to see. There you go. You can kind of see them now. So yeah, it's just glued onto this board, covered up the words. And yeah, it was, again, I don't know if they still have this. They might have it this year, but I did get it last year. So there's that one. Okay, trying to move these out of the way a little bit. And then my last one from Brenda Gervais, from that book that I did, was I did the Uncle Sam. So this board, this cutting board actually came in a 2-pack in the Target dollar spot. And they're just plain wood, and I just kept it that way. So again, same thing, same rickrack, same fabric. And this fabric is amazing because it's gingham, but it has little, it's just a little different. It's just different than regular plain gingham, and I just absolutely loved it. And I thought it matched perfectly. And again, the bows, little covered button, and I did use twine on all of them. And this barely fits on here, but hey, it fits. So I love that they all match. That was kind of my goal because I wanted all 4 of them to match together and go in a little display. Because yes, that's how my brain kind of has to, I put light colors together and stuff like that. And those are kind of, I did use the exact same colors, which the red was like river rock. So it was a little bit darker red than what I usually do. But I like that because they're kind of like more rustic looking. So I knew I needed to have finishes that were more rustic. So those pieces worked great. Okay, my next one, I did Tiny Town by Heart and Hand. Oh, we got some. And that is my finish on this one. So this is a board. It's a blue one. And it was the perfect blue. And this is from Stitch Etc. And I've had this board for a really long time and I just didn't know what to do with it. And Tiny Town is perfect for it. And my Tiny Town is stitched on 27 count Linda fabric. So if you're doing 28 count or 27, 32, all of those will fit on here. 25 count might be a little too big. You wouldn't be able to get like a border or rickrack on it like I did. And I believe I got this rickrack. It's a darker blue. And I believe it came there. Micheals does have packs of ribbon. Like Patriotic, they have rickrack, ribbon, all sorts of things. So I used it out of there. And then I did the bows. And then I have a covered button and I just painted another little star and glued it right to the covered button. And I love this one. This is so cute. Tiny Town was so much fun to stitch. So I absolutely am going to do all of them. Every single one. Okay, now I'm gonna move these over here. Okay, the next one, which I did, was Home of the Free, and that was the Sip and Stitch pattern, which you can buy separately now on their Etsy shop. So I finished this one. And this board, which I will show you the back, it comes just regular natural wood, unfinished wood from Micheals. And I will put the SKU number for that. Let me put board. I was trying to write down so I can give you guys all these SKU numbers. So the board just comes plain. So what I did is I stained it, and then of course I always sand around the edges. And I wanted something just a little bit to make it a little fancier, I guess. There's certain finishes where I'm okay with them being just plain, and then there's ones that, like this one I loved so much, I wanted it to just be a little extra special, I guess, in my mind. That's how it works. So I went to Hobby Lobby. I had this idea. I was like, let's put 2 like handles on the side. So Hobby Lobby, I think they were $3. They're with all of like the drawer pulls and all of that kind of stuff, doorknobs, and they happen to be 50% off. So what I did is I used these 2 fabrics, which also came from the bundle from Primrose. So if you can get a hold of their Patriotic bundles, or when they do bundles, they did a summertime one, it will match all of their stitching, which is really great because then you're not running all over the place trying to find fabric that matches. So I did that, and then I stuck the rickrack on the back of the piece instead of around the cross stitch piece, because I love how the white kind of pops on the stained board. And then on top we have a lot of bows. We have 3 bows because I wanted to bring out all of the colors. And then I just, again, stitched a little a star, just like that one, in the same color, covered button, and that's just a little one. And that's how it turned out, and I'm so happy. It was exactly what I wanted. It just took me a while. I'm like, what am I gonna put on these sides? And then I was like, door handles. Is that there? Yeah, door handles. So you can get door handles, you can get doorknobs, I mean, from Hobby Lobby, and it just dress up your thing, a plain board. I mean, the board is like $6.99 and it's probably on sale, and I mean, that's how simple it is. And yes, it did have a little thing right here, which I covered up with the rickrack so you can't really see it. So something kind of different. Okay, I need to move this. I'm gonna be switching around a lot of stuff here. Okay, my last two finishes that I did are also from Primrose, and it was from her stamped series. And then I'm gonna show you this, how I displayed it, or I'm going to display it and there with my thing. Okay, so this was the established 1776, and I stitched that on 27 count, I'm pretty sure, Linda fabric. So I just made it into a pillow, and the pillow turned out a lot bigger than what I thought it was going to, because it's supposed to fit in this thing I'm gonna show you. But I did the red check fabric and the blue fabric, and then some ribbon and another painted star. I know I have a lot of stars and a lot of covered buttons. I just couldn't find really anything else to put in the middle of these, and that's fine. Covered buttons always look good, and painted stars, I mean, and like for Valentine's Day, you can paint hearts. It just adds a little something extra to it. So there's that one. Oops. And then my next one was Land That I Love. And I did use a board from Stitch Etc. And you can find them on Facebook. I'll link them below. And so I used the same, because I wanted them to be matchy-matchy, so I used the same blues, some bright rickrack, and then on top, again, matching bows, and another star. So they go together. That was a fun one to stitch. If the stamps are really, really fun, and you can, their boards are perfect for them, or you can get any cutting, you know, little tiny cutting board, and then pillows. Okay, so I am going to try to move this. I'm probably gonna have to move the camera down a little bit, because we're not gonna have stuff fall off again. Okay, I'll move it down for a second. Okay, so this little cubby, I actually left the tag on, and I will put it in the show notes. This came from Micheals. And so it's just has two little things. And I was with Lindsay and Emily, and they saw this at Micheals, and they're like, oh, they're like, we're gonna get that. That'll be perfect for displays. And I was like, well, I wasn't gonna get it. And then I'm like, no, I'm gonna have FOMO, and I'm gonna be sorry that I did not get it. So I'm glad that I did get it. And I believe it was like 60% off. So it's, they should still have them there, hopefully, for you guys. So what I did is I used this as a display. So right here I have this, these cute little firework salt and pepper shakers, and those came from Harmons. They come from Harmons? Yes, and it's a grocery store that's in Utah. And so I have those there. The cute little sign, I know the greenery is kind of covering it up, but that's just from Hobby Lobby, so I stuck that there. And then I just stuck this, this in a little, whatever these things are called, easel holder, and stuck that on top. And then the pillow was supposed to fit in there. So I'm gonna have to kind of squeeze it in. I'll redo it later. But, and if not, I can take this and put this somewhere else. But it gives one whole like display with just this cute little cubby. And it was $19.99, and like I said, I think it was 50 or 60% off. So for $10 or less, you can have a cute little tiny display, and you can put, you know, 2 matching stitches in there. But yeah, once I did the pillow, I was like, it doesn't exactly fit, but it's okay. You guys can put anything in there that you like. Okay, we're back to normal. I gotta go up a little higher again. Sorry about the camera move. Okay, so those are all my FFOs that I did. Now I feel better. And okay, and then let's move on to other things that I finished but I have not FFO'd yet. So, even though I do get a lot of finishes done, there are times when I struggle. So, this one, so cute. This is Land That I Love by Salt and Pepper Stitching. And this is as far as I got. And I had a piece for it, and for one, I couldn't find the right ribbon, which I did find some now, but I just didn't know what to do with it. Everything I tried just wasn't working. This rickrack, I was like, okay, that matches, I like it, but I don't know if I'm gonna keep it. So sometimes, well, I just want you to know that it's not easy for me all the time to think of finishes. It doesn't come like that. I mean, every once in a while I will get something, but it does take me a long time. So if it takes you a while, that is totally okay. Sometimes your brain just needs to walk away. So I left this. I was bound and determined to do it. And then I'm like, I don't have anything. I'm like, I don't like any of this. So just put it away and we'll come back to it. And I might do a different color rickrack on there and something will come to me eventually, but I'm just like, you know what? I'm not even worrying about it right now. So sometimes with stitching and you get burned out or finishing, just walk away. And when you come, because usually when you come back later, you'll be like, okay, now I know what I want to do. And sometimes that's what, I mean, I do that all the time. And it's okay. No cross stitch police or finishing police. And then I wanted to share another pattern that she put out is Patriotic Flowers. So cute. I know I will not have time to get to this year, but it was too cute. I needed it. Okay, another finish that I got done, but not FFO'd, was I finished my Sabbath Stitch, which was Let Us Rejoice by Little House, that's Country Cottage Needleworks. And I finished it. And this will go in my bedroom too. And I love the pink trees. I'm so glad I went with that. And this is stitched on 27 count Linda fabric. Okay, that is all that yeah, that's it. That's all we got of extra finishes. I'll just put that there. I don't want to smush, no, because I don't want to smush bows. Okay, so I do have, I have a couple whips that I've been working on. So this was my new Sabbath stitch that I started yesterday. And this is by Little House Needleworks, and it's called Virtue Sampler. Really cute. It has strawberries too, since I'm not really getting any other strawberry stitching done. So this is as far as I got yesterday. I was so tired yesterday. And this is stitched on Mushroom Lugana. And I have to tell you, I have stitched okay, let's see. I'm gonna show you the difference. So this is regular Mushroom Lugana that I have bought from everywhere else. This Mushroom Lugana, it is mushroom, isn't it? It does look a little, they're both Mushroom Lugana. But this one I got from Primrose Cottage. And it's a little stiffer and it seems to hold its shape better. And I really like stitching on it more than the other. Because the other, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Mushroom Lugana, but this one just, it holds its shape a little bit better. And it's, so I will definitely, if you want really good, unless you like the softer fabric. Some people like softer fabric. I like mine stiffer. It's just easier for me to stitch on. So you can get that in their shop. I just ordered more. My next whip, I am stitching Home is Where Your Honey Is by Darlene Deon Designs. I love this one. It's so cute. And yes, it's in a plastic bag, even though I have tons of bags. I was working on this the other day and just threw it in here. And that's what I've gotten done. So on the pattern, the green does look darker. And I tried to pick out a darker color. I did change the red to 816 because I wanted it a little bit darker red. But my green still is really, it's still really bright, but I'm just gonna keep it. The only thing I'm gonna do different is the letters. I am not going to do them red. Down here, which is DMC 3031, I'm gonna do the letters in that dark brown instead of the red. So, there's just not as much red. But I love this pattern. It's stitched on 27 count Linda fabric, of course. And it's so fun. She's got some really cute patterns out too, you guys. Definitely check out her Etsy. Let me write that down. Because I want to make sure that you guys know where to find everything. Okay, sorry. Okay, moving on. Okay, here's another whip. And I showed this last time, and this is by Crocette A Gogo, Land of Liberty. and I am doing the small one right here. I just ran out of time with when I got sick and everything like that. All kind of my plans went out the window. So whatever, you know, whatever I have for Patriotic this year, that's what I have. And then it gives me something to look forward to next year. So that is my start on this. And all I really have left is the flag and another sunflower. And this is also on 27 count Linda fabric. And I love it. It's so cute. Her patterns are adorable too. Okay, one more whip. And this, I don't even know. It's not much of a start, you guys, but I will show it to you anyway. And this is Seasons of the Heart. And I did start this one down here. Like I said, very, very small start. And that's all I got done. The red, I did change to Cherry Cobbler though. The rest of the colors, I believe I'm leaving the same, but I just like Cherry Cobbler better. And this is also on 27 count Linda. So those are all all my whips that I've been trying to work on. Okay. All right, whip's done. Okay, I was gonna show you a couple things that I found. Well, one thing I made was I did make a gumball machine. And this was, the gumball machine was from not Target, it was from actually Hobby Lobby. So I spray painted it blue, just added the stars inside and a bow and a little star. Simple, but cute. I don't know where I'm gonna stick that. Okay. And then I was talking about we went to Harmons, which is a grocery store. I believe it's only in Utah. But I'm going to give you the brand name of these. So maybe they might have like an online shop where you can get these. But look how cute this sign is. Home Sweet Home. And then on the back, easy peasy lemon squeezy. So you can flip and use it for 2 seasons. And the brand is, I don't know what the brand is. Oh, the brand is Adams & Company. And I will leave those in the show note. And Lindsay and I saw this and she was like, do we need this? And I'm like, yes, we need this. Look at this amazing tray. How cute is this? So you could put a finish on it, or I was thinking even just sticking the sign in here. And I actually had thought about putting that one salt and pepper stitch in here if I ever get it finished, and then, you know, maybe some stars or something, but you can use it for a finish or just a display thing. So I thought that was really, I loved it. And hopefully they have a website that you will be able, maybe you can get this stuff. And it was on sale too. Okay, and we did go antique shopping. I'm just gonna show you 2 things I got. My boys were so unimpressed with this. They don't understand. They're like, they're like, why did you get a cheese grater? I'm like, because it's old and it's really cool. I thought it was a little bit more red. It's kind of an orangey color. And they're like, you know that you can just buy one and spray paint it yourself. And I was like, but that's not the point. It's old and I love old stuff. So yeah, I got a cheese grater. And when I'm in there, I mean, it's like my dad's like a history buff, so he loves history. And growing up, I hate it. It was not my subject in school. I did not like it. And now as I'm older, I am very fascinated by history. So when you go into these antique stores, I want to know, like, where did this stuff come from? Who used it? What did it go through? Like, I would love to learn all the stories of some of the stuff that that's in there. I think that would be fascinating. I think they should have a story behind it, behind what you buy, just because I think it's so cool. But I found this, and this is just, it's so cool. So definitely because there's a chicken on top. So what I would do is I would sand it all down, and I would repaint this. I think it's almost like paper on here, but I would sand it off, take this off, and then I can stick a finish on it and fill, you know, something in here. But I thought this was just amazing. I loved it. I don't know, it's pretty dirty, but it's amazing, and I had to have it. And then I found like some old rulers and like a really big tray thing. But yeah, I could spend hours in antique shops. It's amazing what you can find. Okay, that's all I have for enabling, which I know it doesn't really enable you guys a lot this time. There's not a lot out there. Not right now. Okay, so I did, I got some Stitchy Kindness, so I want to share that just really quick because 2 of them are going to be for giveaways. So from Anne, she sent me a really nice card with a really sweet message inside. So thank you, Anne, so much. And then I had 2 people reach out to me that wanted to send me project bags. And so these first 3 are from Crafting is My Serenity. And she has an Etsy shop, which I will link below, and she's also on Instagram. So these are the bags. And what she does is she uses an embroidery machine and she quilts it. This one I'm keeping, sorry guys. I think, let me go to my, let's see, this one will be, this is the B one. Super cute. And this one will be for a giveaway. And this is Strawberry Farm, or Berry Farm. And there's the back. So thank you so much, Serenity, for sharing these with me and giving them to me so I'm able to share them with my viewers. So that one's gonna be for a giveaway today. And then I had another sweetheart send me, and her name is Jocelyn. It's one of those. She's so sweet too. And she is Lily, yeah, I know. Lily James Creates. It's just her Instagram. She only is on Instagram, and she's gonna sell them on there. So I'll put her Instagram name in because I don't want to butcher it anymore. But she made, these are 14 by 14. So they are, if you want to stick your big projects in. And the B one, which will also be a giveaway today. And then she also makes floss tags. So they match. They match the bags. So those are super cute too. Thank you so much, Jocelyn, for sending those to me. And again, I will put her Instagram name on there, and she will be having, I think she's gonna do a giveaway. She's just starting out, so she's just going to make bags and then she will post them when she's done with them. And then, of course, I have from my Denise. Oh, it came with this. Oh, yeah, this is, she sent me a sticker from Primrose Gatherings. Is that Primitive Gatherings? Jeez. And this is made, I want to say, Denise, I'm sorry, it's Blackbird Designs, I'm pretty sure, fabric. And she has a red one, this color one, and I don't know if she got I don't remember if she got the blue fabric, but, and the PAL. And then this one, oh, ooh, it's sticking in here. Okay, so this is the bag, the witch one. And look at the pumpkins on the back. But look, it's Teresa Koget fabric. And then there's a pattern. So that witch matches the witch. How cute is that? So I definitely want to stitch this witch soon. Yeah, I know, everything's soon. And that comes with a cute little pal too. So thank you, Denise. Those are mine. Okay, some haul. Let's see. I did get some patterns. This one just came into this, I got from Primrose, it just came in. They're starting to carry some Bent Creek. So I've never seen this one before. What is it? The Pumpkin Flower Sampler. And I think it uses 2 colors. I love it. And then of course I got, you know, Heart in Hand. I had to get the Spring Tiny Town, even though I'm not much, you know, spring and I don't get along stitch wise, but I still wanted it. This is another Lizzie Kate, which will be a Sabbath stitch. The time is always right to do the right thing. That's a cute one. This is Little House Needleworks. It just says chart, oh, Psalms 145. the Lord watches over all who love him. And then what year you stitched it. So simple one, but I really liked it. 2 more Lizzie Kates, the boxer ones, Sabbath stitching. And I really like this sampler, which it doesn't really have anything to do with Sabbath stitching, but I mean, I just love it. So I will stitch that, and then I will stitch the sampler too. And then as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. Another Sabbath stitch. A B one, Be Virtues by Country Cottage Needleworks. And then I love this one, Follow Your Heart. What does it say? Follow your heart, but take your stitching with you. Absolutely, by Silver Creek Sampler. And I will change the colors on that. I have no idea yet what what the colors will be, but I'll let you guys know. I know Kimberly stitched it, and I really liked her colors. They were really, really pretty. Okay, let's see. Now, I think that is everything I have for this week, except for giveaways. We're gonna do some giveaways today. Okay, so the question we are going to answer today is, what are you stitching on in the month of June? Me, I have like 2 more Patriotic. I just want to kind of finish up. I want to get started on some strawberries. And this is like in the month of June, which I, don't have much time left. I want to catch up on some whips. And I do want to do a little bit, there's a couple more bee stitches. I want to finish the one I'm having here. And there's another couple I want to try to do. So the rest of the month might be catch-up month, even though I'm really itching to do fall and Halloween, but it's like, okay, it's only June. Like, you're okay. Finish what you're doing and get some of these whips out of the way and done and finished. So that's probably what I'm going to be stitching on the rest of June. So yeah, the question is, what are you going to be stitching on in the month of June? Okay, giveaways. What are we doing first? The number 1 will be the strawberry bag. So number 1. Number 2 will be the bee bag. Number 3, you are going to get the Lori Holt mesh bag and the cut press sew pattern. So you're going to get both of these. This is number 3. Number 4, you are going to get the sip and stitch. So you are going to get the Home of the Free pattern that I showed you finished, all the floss that is called for, and then this is the mug that came with it. This is mine, but you're going to win all of that. So that is number 4. And then number 5, you are going to win 3 patterns from Primrose, 2 of the stamps, and the firework kisses. So that will be number 5. Let's put that there. Okay, so all you have to do is answer the question and then just put in the comments what one you want to win. Or if you want to win all of them, you can put all the numbers down. And I think that's it for today, you guys. Again, thank you guys so much for all the prayers, the well wishes. And sometimes it does seem like, things just keep happening over, you get a little break and it keeps piling up and something else happens, but it does happen to everybody. I know a lot of people are struggling right now. So the one thing we have in common is stitching. And as a community, we can lift each other up and be there for each other and help each other, because we're all in the same boat right now. And we're going to stick together, and we're going to keep moving forward, and we are going to overcome COVID and all. So I hope you guys have a great couple weeks. My hubby does go into surgery tomorrow, finally, for his hernia. So I'm so grateful for that we finally are going to get that fixed and he can start feeling better. And then I am going to be decorating my house for Patriotic now that I have some stuff. I'm really excited to do that. So I will take care of him and decorate for the next couple days. And I'll be stitching and trying to get a couple more finishes done. And that's about it. So I hope you guys have a great couple weeks. I hope you guys had a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. And I guess that's it, guys. I will see you guys next time. So have a great day. Bye.